charges: written threat to kill or injure, conduct a mass shooting, or an act of terrorism. That's a second-degree felony, punished by 15 years in Florida State Prison. I do find that the bond of $100,000 is appropriate, considering the status of our country at this point.
A woman in Florida is now facing serious charges after she allegedly threatened a Blue Cross Blue Shield call center employee. Investigators say Brianna Boston told the worker, quote, "Delay, deny, and depose. You people are next." Those are the 3 words the suspected CEO shooter wrote into his bullets. She reportedly called the insurance company to talk about recent medical insurance claims that were denied. Detectives say Boston admitted to making the statements, but said she didn't mean them. Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes joins us now. Khalif, is this free speech or communicating a threat?
Ultimately, I would 100% state, if I'm her defense attorney, that this is free speech, that I am in a country where you can chill my speech in multiple places, but you can't chill it if you're trying to chill my content. Not you're saying I can't say it here, time, place, and manner, but specifically what I say. And so I'm free to say a number of things. Obviously, I can't say, things that will incite a riot. So you can't say bomb in a building, can't own a plane, all that. That's great. But those 3 words are in books. They're literally, you can go find them anywhere. The last portion may be close to communicating a threat, saying you people are next, but then you really have to walk through the process. And she's really not just charged with communicating a threat, because when I first saw that, that's what I was thinking. Well, this seems like communicating a threat, but in North Carolina, if it was here, it wouldn't meet the standard. She's charged with, terroristic threat. So then when I looked at their statute, it's like part of it is communicating a threat. So that's one element. And so I think it would be a hard stretch to see a judge convicting her of communicating a threat, and specifically terroristic threats. You got to be in imminent fear. You have to has to be reasonable with that what the person is saying. They can actually actively do it. And she didn't even make a threat. She said, "You guys are next." Next for what? Next for another call? Next for to hang up on me? Next for what? You can imply and infer that she was talking about the shooting. And I think everybody makes that logical leap. But I think you would have had to say something like, "I'm coming down there to shoot everyone." Clear threat. I hope you die like the other person. Clear threat. That situation, I think, is up for interpretation. And when there's up for interpretation, we're not talking about communicating threat, because it has to be clear the threat does.
Do you think prosecutors will start kind of looking at these cases and, taking them on more?
I think they will be more heightened, and so if a person has a communicating threat and it's pointed towards a CEO or someone that's in that position, or a healthcare type of employee at a hospital, I think where maybe in the past they would have been inclined to dismiss the charges or give some lower negotiated plea. You talk about the criminal justice system, sometimes it's about, are we deterring crime? And other times it's about rehabilitation. Well, when you talk about, will this have a secondary effect on prosecutors, just the crime in general, the shooting of the CEO, I think that it has heightened their awareness to these types of charges, and they be less likely to plea out for a lower charge.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Khalif. That's definitely a complicated situation.
What I can tell you quickly is that bond seems super complicated. You're talking about a $100,000 bond for a charge like this that I think is even shaky on its best, and the judge said, "I am what? Attempting to make sure I deter this type of behavior because of the nature where we're at now." I don't think that's the standard either. So the bond seems high and out of touch.
Okay.